Hi, this is Jesus. Yes, I am a being that actually did come to earth and express myself, and I'm here to communicate about the actual experience of Jesus. Okay, now this is obviously quite a while ago. In the dimensional existence, there were beings who, I wouldn't say completely, but to a certain extent understood self-expression as one is an equality, who weren't aware even of the situation on Earth. And this was me in the dimensions. I was a dimensional being, and we were quite a strong few, but really just a handful. And I'd say we were those on the planet who, we weren't on a planet, we were more in a dimensional existence, who understood who we are in self-expression. Not dependent on a something separate from us to dictate or tell us who we must be or how we must express ourselves, etc. So in terms of self-expression, we were free. And one day, another being came to me and said that there is a situation, there is a problem. There are beings that have been manifested on a planet, and they seem to have lost themselves. They seem to have forgotten who they are. They seem to have forgotten that they are dimensional beings. And that I must come have a look because the situation is really troublesome, and they're starting to turn against each other, and it is not anything that has ever been viewed in the dimensional existence before, or in existence in its entirety. There's much confusion between them. They're completely separate. They're the definition and manifestation of lostness. And that I'm required to go there and inform them and remind them of who they are, and see if I'm able to get through to them. And so I did. I went to Earth, which is I didn't yet call it Earth then, only when I heard the definition human beings had given it as Earth. So I went there, and I still dimensional. They didn't see me. I looked at the human beings walking around on Earth, and I realized, but what is going on here? Something's wrong. This is not how I understand any being to be in existence, and they're manifested. How did this happen? Don't understand. But all information I was given was that they were lost, and that they require specific direction to be reminded of who they really are, as me. And so I didn't know exactly what I would say. I didn't know exactly what I would do. All I knew was that I could do was be an example, show them who I am, because if I show them who I am, certainly they would be able to then realize themselves. And so in one moment, I manifested here on Earth. And the story about me being born through human beings is a tale that is not true. I manifested myself here on Earth amongst human beings. In one moment, that's where the idea comes from, that I was born from a male or female, a virgin, because they did not and could not actually comprehend with human beings at the time how I was able to manifest. And so I walked with human beings here on Earth for a while. I gathered many human beings to follow me, but follow me from the perspective of becoming what I present to them as an example, as one and equal with me. That is the definition of following, but even the word following has been abused extensively by humanity even through the ages. Following, even in the Bible terms, are completely misinterpreted. Following is not following in terms of a blind belief in that which something represents, or that which a human being represents, or even that I myself represent. No. What does following in someone's footsteps mean? Following in someone's footsteps means to practice, live, apply, become that which the being represents is equal and one with you. For yourself. Not for the being, not for anything else. But it is the concept and the concept of religion that has transformed the word following into a blind belief, which it is not. Following is an application. It is an expression. It is a form, it is a manifestation of a living expression of yourself. Anyway, so I manifested here on earth. I communicated with human beings. I showed them who I was, what I was able to do, basically saying to them that they're one and equal with me. You know, I did many applications. For instance, manifesting myself, dying, removing myself from my body, just as the portal is doing, exactly the same thing. Coming back and showing them that death does not really exist. That's basically what I'd shown them. That death is an idea. Because I realized that everyone feared death. That's the one question most human beings on earth asked me at the time was, what is death? Why does this death exist? Where do we go? And then I explained to them heaven. They go to heaven, where it is able to be defined as a dimensional existence. And at the moment you're lost because you've defined yourself according to this manifested realm of earth. And it is not who you are. You're not your physical human body. And that's what I showed by going out, coming back in, that we are, who I am, is the breath of life of this human physical form. And, for instance, walking through walls, etc., was simple. Just, okay, it was simple. And waking people from the dead, simple. Place your hand on their chest, search for the being in the dimensions, bring them back, the breath of life. It's basically, it's like from your hand you connect yourself and you move through into the dimensions, and you basically search for the signature of the being, this physical body it was. You connect them to you and you just bring them back into the physical human body, becoming the breath of life. And that's simple. That's how it was done. But don't try it because it won't work again. It was just examples I had shown that death doesn't exist, that it is an idea. Thank you very much. This is Jesus, and I'll continue.